Well, what a treat. Welcome back to the home team. I am here with the First Lady of Utah, Mary Kay Huntsman, and cute little Gracie Huntsman. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
We are so excited. We're gonna get in the kitchen and make some good stuff in a minute, but we wanted to talk to you guys just for a couple minutes. Now, I know, Mary Kay, you've lived in a lot of places, and you were born in Florida.
Born in Florida, moved here in high school, and since John and I have been married, we've moved several times, but a couple of them have been over in Asia, and the first time was Taiwan, and it was in Taiwan that I first came across this orphanage, these big red doors, and I kept walking by every day, and for some reason I just walked over and knocked on the door, and these beautiful Catholic nuns answered the door, and I just motioned to them, may I come in, and that was the first exposure to an orphanage, and I went home and I said, John, someday we've got to do this. And I was actually pregnant with our third child at the time, and he said, someday, but probably not right now. And 12 years later, we picked up Gracie May from Yangzhou, China. And the interesting thing about the date, her birthday is May 19th, 1999. For 12 years, John kept saying, not now, not now. And on May 19th, 1999, we went out to dinner. Out of the blue, he said, I'm warming up to a little girl from China. And we got the date when they called us. I said, when was she born? And we were told May 19th.
That was
so
the night he warmed up to
that was
idea.
that was the night, a very special day in our lives.
Well, we've been watching the Olympics, and I'm sure you guys have too in your spare time that you have so much
Every
of.
night we've been watching it,
Really?
haven't we, Gracie?
Have you? What do you think of China?
It's beautiful, all the many things that you've been able to see. And what's been your favorite sport to watch?
I like track and volleyball, and I like all sports.
You like all the sports. I know, I've noticed, and I was talking last week about the fact that the Olympics captivates us to watch sports that we normally wouldn't ever watch, but I'm like glued to my
Beach
television
volleyball.
watching
I was really
things.
enjoying
Yeah,
watching
isn't that
that.
interesting? It's so fun. But now, Mary Kay, you have 5 biological children and 2 adopted children. Gracie May was your first, and then you got Aisha how long ago?
Asha, she
Asha.
is 2.5. And I just noticed I have Asha's milk on my shirt today from her bottle, but
you
she
go.
is a joy.
And do you love having a little sister?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I understand you got to go with your family to pick up Asha when they brought her home. She's from India, and you got to pick her up, and you got to go visit China when you were there. Is that right?
Not yet, we're going, I
You
think,
are going.
around Christmas time. And Gracie is actually planning the trip with her daddy.
Awesome. That is
Very excited.
wonderful. So how old is Gracie when you actually brought her home?
She's 6 months.
Oh, that's
6 months
wonderful.
old.
Now, we have some pictures. Sister, or Mary Kay Huntsman was nice enough to let us borrow some pictures of Gracie when she was a kid. We wanted to have some family shots. Now, where was this? Is this
That
over?
is right after they handed her to us. That is the orphanage in China. That is the outfit that she had about 3 or 4 layers on, which they many times put on their little babies to keep them warm. And so right there, we kept taking layer after layer. That is our son, John, who is now 18. So that tells you something. That was when we came home, and one of his first hugs with little Gracie.
Cute.
And that was just a precious little photo that we
That
had
is
taken
so
after we brought her
beautiful.
home.
So beautiful.
There she
cute.
is at probably about 2.
Only
You
2.
look pretty spunky there.
And there she is cooking. One of her favorite things, she's cooking chocolate chip cookies, which we're doing today.
Well, I was talking to your office, and I just said, what would we like to make on the show? Because I would like to make something that Gracie would like to do with us. And they said, Gracie's favorite thing is chocolate chip cookies.
That was the first thing that she made with us.
And you got to meet the president, it
It was
looks
President
like.
Bush when her daddy took her out to the airport.
Wow.
And
Oh,
there
look
she
at
is
that.
at an event. And that's one of my favorite pictures of Gracie.
I love that picture.
It's about a year ago.
Cute. Wonderful. Gracie, what a fun, you've had some neat experiences so far. How old are you?
I'm 9.
You're 9. So that makes you going into 4th grade? 4th grade this year? And school
Fourth
starts
grade.
next week?
School starts next week.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that is very exciting. How do the older kids feel about their sisters?
Oh, they love her. They love Gracie and they love Asha so much. And it's just been the greatest gift to our family. I can't tell you. Anyone that asks me about adoption, I just light up because it's been such an incredible treasure and gift in our family to have these beautiful children to be able to raise and to have them in our homes. And the joy that they bring back into our family is amazing.
That That's so wonderful. I think I know lots of families who've adopted, and they say the same thing, just what a wonderful blessing it is to them. But we were so excited to have you here because of the whole tie-in with our Asia and our Olympics, and we're gonna make a real Chinese specialty in a minute, some chocolate chip
right,
cookies.
I'll
But
tell
we're
you about our
actually taking
Chinese.
it one step further, and we're gonna turn it into my kids' favorite recipes, which is called pitsuki. So you make the chocolate chip cookies, and then you cook it, and you put ice cream and whipping cream and fudge and stuff on it. So makes it
great.
yummy. But so that's what we're doing here. But there's a lot of fun things going on the rest of the week, and I'm going to have Danny and Vanessa tell you guys about that right now, and then we'll be back.
Thanks, Kim.
All right, tomorrow we're celebrating the beauty of life with Maria Carr, and you won't want to miss out because Tony Caputo makes his best dish of the year, and we're very excited, as well as a performance by Jenny Jordan Frogley.
What is it? Do we know?
No, it's a surprise.
It's a Caputo surprise. Then on Free for All Friday, find out how Julie, Denise, Kim, and Maria are all entrepreneurs. Oh, they walk the talk, or however that goes. Also, don't miss a special performance by a cappella group T-5. Then a nice leisurely weekend, and then next week, come Monday morning, Julie will be back, and she explains the ins and outs of dating, covering everything from attracting the right person to e-dating, dating online. Yeah, we've seen it.
Yes, and then on Tuesday, Denise visits Hogle Zoo on Animal Enrichment Day and also brings in Diane Shia to show you how to make easy, healthy meals for your family.
Nice.
But before we go, we're just going to take a quick break. But before that, Janine Diamond with today's Home Team Hotspot.
See you in a couple.